Still the long weekend edition. Thank you so much for joining us and making us a part of your day. My name is Kasia Bodurka, and very shortly I'm going to be breaking down the weather story for you from coast to coast to coast. Meantime, I'm going to take you somewhere where there's a lot of active weather right now, happening now, northwest of Montreal. This active weather that I'm showing you right now here on our radar. Do let us know, because what it looks like based on this red and this yellow color, that's where the more intense weather is happening. So very strong, heavy downpours. Winds are gusting at about 90 kilometers an hour, even faster in some areas. There are some hail coming down too, and that could be really dangerous, really. Now, we do take you to our risk map. It could be severe for a lot of us along the mouth of the St. Lawrence, the north and the south shore, extending into the Maritimes even. So if you haven't seen this active weather yet, keep your eyes and ears peeled, because it is heading in your direction. Now, this extends until Tuesday. It could be isolated and severe. Not everybody's going to be seeing it, but there is that severe chance, or that chance that you could be seeing severe weather in these parts. All right, we do take you to some lovely footage of Toronto earlier today. And beach volleyball, how about that? I personally can't play. You don't want to play with me, but I'll come to the beach. All right. So in the meantime, we are watching some active weather, which is heading in our direction for the Toronto area, but not until late day Tuesday. And that's essentially the system that will be bringing us that active weather. More on that coming up shortly. Meantime, we're looking at very hot, humid, sticky conditions. Take note, Windsor feeling like 43 tomorrow. Toronto area also getting close to the 40s. There's also a heat alert on for today, and it looks like it'll be extended until tomorrow. Now, again, speaking of which, active weather coming our way. More intense weather we're expecting for the Windsor area up to Sarnia. Now I take you to Weyburn, Saskatchewan, where cooler than it has been in the past few days. That said, though, we're still looking at humidex values, so it's warmer than it's saying on your thermometers. Meantime, we're watching a line of thunderstorms making its way into the Manitoba area, and really where you're going to be seeing the most intense weather is likely to happen in and around the Interlakes region, Brandon, Winnipeg. Again, it could be some hail, very strong winds, heavy downpours. That's your situation for later on today. Meantime, these are those humidex values we're talking about. The closer you go to the east, the warmer it is. Now, today we're looking at some active weather for Manitoba, but that will be making its way into northwestern Ontario. Still part of Manitoba will be looking into some active weather on Tuesday. Warmer conditions with some showers still lingering in and around the Maritimes area, and that's really going to be lasting for a few days. I hate to be the bearer of that kind of news. Fair across the prairies Tuesday, all the way to BC with sunny skies in your forecast. Same goes for you on Wednesday, though there are chances of pockets of thunder showers popping up throughout the day Wednesday all across the prairies. So I wouldn't be surprised if you got some rain here and there. Won't last all day. But warming up with high pressure in place for Ontario, still unsettled. We have a blocking pattern in the Atlantic. It's not allowing these systems to exit. And that's exactly what we're seeing here Tuesday. More chance of rain coming to you in Newfoundland come Thursday. Thunderstorms for us in Ontario, northern regions, Manitoba as well, but still fair across the west on Thursday. Wild animals in China's northwest are suffering from a food shortage. Constant rains have inundated the region since Thursday, are feeding them very regularly. That's always good news. Love that footage. We continue to watch your international weather stories, and in the meantime, we have your local and your national forecast coming up very shortly. Stick around. It is Monday, August the 1st. Thank you so much for making us a part of your long weekend. Well, for most of us across the country, hello, I'm Kasia Bodurka. You're right on time for weather news as well. I'm going to be breaking down what's going on across the country weather-wise. But like I mentioned, last day of the weekend, a lot of you may be on your way back home, and I'm so glad I'm not in that right now. Okay. Now, meantime, if you are enjoying an extended long weekend, some of us do that, right? Well, you may appreciate this story. Clearing throughout the day. In fact, we are enjoying nice conditions today because the cold front did pass through this blue line here. That's your cold front. Passed through the area, making its way into the Manitoba area all the way to northwestern Ontario. Also sparking up some active weather for a lot of us, but there could be some more active weather in your forecast across the prairies because, well, a little bit of bubbling up going on in and around the foothills. So that really extends until Wednesday. That chance of thunderstorms pop up in nature. Now we are looking at a chance of severe even thunderstorms for parts of Manitoba, more southerly regions, so keeping your eye out for that. Meantime, I take you to Toronto a little earlier today. Some of us are complaining about dry conditions and brown grass while others are just being soaked, and that's really the situation for southern and central Quebec. A line of thunderstorms making its way towards the Maritimes. Very intense, heavy downpours are going on. In fact, Environment Canada has issued a severe thunderstorm warning, or a watch rather, for anywhere north in the South Shore of the St. Lawrence, pushing into New Brunswick. Now we have a similar warning, or watch rather, in effect for Ontario. And it's really those hot conditions that are fueling these thunderstorms, the potential for thunderstorms rather, and really for a lot of us it's feeling like it's over 40 for us. A humidex advisory well in place for southern parts of Ontario as well as southern parts of Manitoba. In fact, it's feeling like 41 for some of us in the Winnipeg area, and because of that we do have that potential for thunderstorms as a cold front is passing through. More southerly regions could see some hail, very strong heavy winds and heavy downpours as well.